Welcome back, people, to Let's Play Tyranny. Seems like I'm getting new stuff from this Paradox account every time I log in, which is very strange. If that's the case, I may not want to use it. Okay, well, we can speak with Verse. She does have something she wants to say. How did you do that? She asks. She looks at you with a quizzical expression. Do what? Back in the Archon's war tent, you cast an edict as casually as you're reading a supply shipment. How'd you do that? Well, I've done it before. Don't I look stupid? You were the one who cast the Edict of Storms on Stalwart, didn't you? That was the one that tore the battlefield apart with a cyclone of Kairos' anger. Yeah, that was me, alright. Well, call me impressed, considering that you've read the words of Kairos more than once. I'm surprised that you're even alive to tell about it. Your vocal cords should have turned to ash by now. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. It's just worth recognizing that what you've done. Not only are you Tunon's Fatebinder, you're the mouthpiece of the Overlord. Gives me plenty of reason to stick around. You're going places. Now I want to see where they lead. If you say so. I have some questions about you.
What do you need?
Let's see. Are you a spy for the Voices of Narat? I think Roland is just gonna come out straight and say it. Verse regards you with an unreadable expression. Her mismatched eyes look at each of yours in turn. Insufficient reputation. I mean, does it even matter? You have to decide for yourself whether or not I'm worth trusting. Is keeping me around long enough? Is keeping me around, keeping me along worth the risk that I'll spill the occasional word about what you ate for breakfast? For the Voices of Narada is the Archon of secrets, not the Archon of honesty or fair dealings. If you don't assume that everyone already reports to him, you're not being careful enough. I see. Tell me something of yourself.
If you insist. I'm a Scarlet Fury. That should raise some flags for you. It means that I'm good at killing, and more importantly, that I enjoy it. What I won't enjoy are the pleasures of funerary rites packed with weeping mourners. Someday I'll fall in battle, and then they'll roll me into a mass grave or heap me atop a shit-stained wagon. One more anonymous, knife-riddled piece of meat.
Wow, that's cheerful.
Until then, I plan to take whatever I can from life and have a little fun along the way.
Alright. Somewhere other than Kairos' army. I wish you could do things over and end up somewhere other than Kairos' army. Well, other than maybe the Scarlet Chorus. Alright, let's ask that. Do you ever wish you could do things over and end up somewhere other than Kairos' army? That's as naive a question as I've ever heard. Kairos is everywhere. If you aren't in the Overlord's army, you're being trampled by it. Of course, I could have labored on the family farm into my maturing years, married some dolt, and littered him with a nursery of squealing piglets. Having my body torn to pieces by smaller versions of me sounds like fun. Ugh. That's a nasty way to put it. Then one day I decided enough was enough. I slipped my husband's throat over breakfast and run off to join the chorus anyway. Okay, right. My way saved a lot of time. Merce smooths back the feathers in her hair and shakes her head with a smile. Yeah, it looks like you found your calling. At least you understand. The chorus praises and rewards the thing inside me that I would suppress in civilized company. Life is too short to repress every desire, right? especially if I have anything to say about it. I think that's enough. Enough questions about your past. That suits me just fine. I'm not one for comparing family histories if I can avoid it. Yeah, right. We'll talk again later.
On it.
Okay, let's head to the Scarlet Chorus camp. Ambush! Your path is blocked by a small group of Vendrian guard. You can go no farther until you deal with them. What's this now?
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
A woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping. Flashes of aquamarine body paint peek out from under her loose-fitting traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned in braids and knots of a sailor's line. What does that mean, the aquamarine body paint? Let's see. The body paint, braided adornments, and stylized staff marks this woman as a tidecaster, one of the southern mage schools you encountered in 429 TR during the first campaign in Vendrian's Well. The School of Tides was once a powerful sect of mages with mastery over water and command of the moon's arcane light. The majority of the elders of the school fled in 426, fearing Kairos' coming conquest, and of the few that remained, nearly all were slain or imprisoned by the voices of Nerat. Alright. Flanked on either side by warriors dressed in Vendrian Guard regalia, the woman leans on an elaborate bladed staff pulsing with arcane energy. A swath of blue fabric rests draped on her arm. The blue flag is a symbol of diplomacy and truth recognized across the known world, and it's a custom the Tearsmen hold dear. To harm another person under the auspices of a blue flag is a grave offense in both the Tears and in Kairos' empire. The customary punishment is death. Holy shit.
You don't know me, but you knew my masters in their final days. I'm told that you and Binder Rogalis arranged for them to die in battle, rather than be fed to the voices of Nerat. A proper duel means something to my people. Thank you for giving my loved ones honor in their final moments.
Right. This woman is dressed in the same fashion as the Tidecasters, the mages encountered in, 429 TR during the first campaign in Vendrian's Well. When you gave Karen permission to destroy the Tidecasters, most agreed the battle would send a demoralizing message to the rest of the Tiers. Correctly guessing, the fight would be a one-sided affair, giving Karen's power and resilience. The Archon of Stone reported that the old Tidecasters fought with pride and valor, most destroyed by the catastrophic damage of their own desperate final spells.
I owe you an apology, Peacebinder, for we have dishonored the surrender that you offered us in our year of defeat. I cannot excuse or defend our action. I leave that to history. But all the same, I am deeply indebted to you for treating my Tearsmen with charity and humanity, even in this time of madness.
Yeah. Right. She's calling me Peacebinder because I negotiated a peace. And she's right that they're a bunch of bitches who broke their word.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
The woman bows deeply, lowering her head in practiced display of etiquette. The warriors by her remain in ready stance, their nerves clearly on edge. Right. Well, I suppose since we know that she's, coming under the blue flag, we would honor that. In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I abide by this truth. Since it is okay in Kairos', it's recognized by Kairos' army, that tradition. If it wasn't, I might have just attacked her. Or Roland might have.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands. But we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos' way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
Okay. One of the leaders of the attack on Edgering Ruins. Right, Tarkus Deimos was subdued in the final battle. In accordance with the disfavored, you ordered Deimos executed. Yeah, Tarkus Deimos is dead.
I see. That is as I feared, but thank you for telling me all the same. I prefer closure to wishful thinking. If I may make one more inquiry, what of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Though you rarely have the luxury of matching names to the countless tearsmen you've encountered, you are reasonably certain she's asking about the Vendrian Guard warrior that took Drastus hostage at Edgering Ruins. He did not survive the encounter. Right. Palox Tyrell is also dead. She nodded slowly, saying nothing for a long moment.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
Well, we may as well use this opportunity to try and glean some information from them. I have some questions for you.
We shouldn't be socializing with Oathbreakers.
I will entertain them as best I can. After all, understanding is the only hope we have. What is it you wish to know?
Who's in charge of the insurrection?
Listen to you. Thinking just like the Overlord wants you to think. There always has to be a person in charge, or things don't make sense. We don't answer to anyone. We are each of us sons and daughters of the Tears, and take this task upon ourselves freely. But Captain Tarkus Ari, former Falksman of Queen Vendry and Alanta, is the voice we trust when we seek unanimity.
I assume Tarkus Ari and Tarkus Deimos are relations.
Yes. Deimos was Ari's brother. We were certain he was dead, but the captain takes family seriously, so I volunteered to find some answers. And now here we are.
Right. How did you and your friends overthrow the garrison?
I would joke that the voices of Nerat left the gate unlatched, but dozens of warriors lost their lives taking the citadel. There was no secret to it. We simply attacked with speed and certainty at a time when the Archons were elsewhere in the Tears. The Scarlet Chorus had a rout, and what few disfavored soldiers were present made an impressive showing. But they were surrounded and overwhelmed once the chorus fled.
Okay. So at least the disfavored died an honorable death then. Of course, you can't expect the Scarlet Chorus dogs to you know, fight with any kind of honor. Why do you resist Kairos? What are you trying to save?
I grew up without my knee bent to Kairos, and if I'm going to bow to someone, let it be another Tearsman. We've ruled ourselves just fine for centuries, so we'll give our lives so that our sons and daughters might rule themselves.
The younger realms were beset with constant battle. You prefer that to Kairos' order. The younger realms is the realms of Azure, Apex, Stalwart, and Haven. I think we've read that one before, but that's worth reminding. This is Apex. We're in Apex now.
You make conflict sound like a bad thing.
It was.
Yes, the younger realms saw frequent battles, but it was never this wholesale slaughter like we've seen of late. No Tearsman ever cast an edict on the soil, or forced prisoners to kill each other, or butchered beastmen tribes.
Alright. There is the question of only your daughters are really free in the Tears. Why fight against Kairos' equality? Well, that's a reference to, you know, that only the women may own property in the Tears because men are expected to die. Men may own boats, though. But no, I don't think we're really... Well, she's a woman. If we're gonna play identitarian politics, I don't think she really gives a shit. What makes you think you stand a chance, though? I mean, we're gonna kill you.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah.
Those who believed Kairos could be stopped all died years ago, in the first wave of fighting. It's not about the hope of victory. It's about the hope of inspiring others. It is very likely we will fall here in Vendrian's Well. But perhaps others will arise elsewhere.
Alright, let me ask something else. That's all.
Fair enough. But now a question for you.
Really?
The Edict. I can feel its magic coursing through the air. Everyone can. But those of us enlightened to the currents of magic feel it most. The wording of the Edict. What was it?
Huh. Right. Listen, if we tell them, that should demoralize them. Right? Because if they don't want to die, they have to surrender. Or die. You know? So we'll tell her. Kairos' forces must take Ascension Hall by the Day of Swords, or all in the valley will perish.
In the name of the vaunted North, the will of Kairos should be delivered with blade and hammer, not to the ears of oathbreakers and compromisers.
Oh, shush.
Curious. You did say all in the valley. So the edict will affect Kairos' forces? This is most unexpected.
Her eyes widen at your words. Correct.
That is most troubling. So either the soldiers come to destroy and kill us, or the edict does the work.
Exactly.
I suppose we should be so honored the Overlord is taking no chances on us. I've another question for you, if you will entertain it.
Are we
Okay.
really standing here and chatting with Oathbreakers? It's hard to watch. Like cuddling a goat you're going to kill for dinner.
Another question? Well, sure, ask your question.
When I was young, my parents told me the Tears were special, and the Overlord's edicts and armies could never touch us. Seems I've been told a hefty sum of lies. So answer this honestly for me, please. Is it true that Tunon's Fatebinders can smell truth from falsehood?
Is it true? Well... Shit, how would Roland answer this? I mean... I think it's fair to say that Roland's mind right now is focused on victory. And, while he should maybe have said no more questions, he didn't, in hopes of, you know, demoralizing her further. But there's also the lie. Roland is not one for lies. He can bluff, though. He has bluffed. I mean, he wouldn't be jokey about it, so it's either yes or no. Truth from falsehood. Yes.
And Kairos' edicts. I have heard the sages speak at length that some of the edicts elsewhere in the world have been broken. How is this?
Let's see. You are mistaken. An edict is forever. If the Overlord wills it, however. It will end if the Overlord wills it, however. The Overlord has some control over how the edict lingers, but Kairos only knows the exact details. Lingers, some of this one has been broken. Nothing I've heard about. I think Roland doesn't know that, and so he'll just say, "You are mistaken. An edict is forever, and the will of it will end if the Overlord wills it." Like in ignorance.
That's what I feared. We have not had cause or access to study an edict until it's been a bit too late. Kairos' magic is, well, it seems an order of magnitude beyond what the rest of us think we understand.
Well, he is the Overlord.
And one more mildly self-indulgent question, but I simply must know. Kairos, male or female?
Okay. I'm done answering questions.
Best news I've heard all day. Let's go before you tell them about our guard rotation and the secret of iron.
In accordance to our ancient customs north and south, let us conclude this truce in peaceful accord. May peace find you soon, Fatebinder.
Right, she and her retinue turn to leave. I don't know if Kairos is really female. I just don't give a shit. And I don't think Roland gives a shit either. It is irrelevant. Because Kairos is the Overlord. That's it. Get with the program. Let's see here. Any hidden shit we can get? What did this thing say? The grasslands of the tier stretch far throughout the land. Much of it remains uninhabited and unclaimed by any faction.
Can't do that.
Oh, down here is something nice. You can make out the faintest outline of a soldier's arm in the bottom of the pond, a victim of a previous battle in the area. Sable brute. Alright, I don't know what that is.
Can't do that.
Oh, there we go.
Have a look here.
Found a whetstone and a healing potion. The whetstone adds armor penetration. We'll give that to Verse. What is this? Sky cap. Put that in there for now. Didn't I just take these and... There we go. There we go. Nice. What is this? Scarlet poison on weapon. Enraged. +4 might. Ooh. That might be something for Roland to use. When crushed between the teeth, the rot spear seeds increase the soldier's might at the cost of inspiring a frenzied rage. Recovery is reduced by 25%, health is increased, will reduced. Okay. Well, that's good. Do I have any more rot spear? I do not. What does the sable root do? Oh, look at that, plus resolve. Delay unconsciousness. Interesting. And this dire remedy. Dire remedy removes the hostile effect of damage and boosts. Hostile effects of damage and boosts the imbiber's natural healing rate, but also causes a brief period of immobility. While capable of alleviating any number of unpleasant battlefield maladies, reactions to the potion's toxicity has its downsides. The imbiber experiences a period of nausea and must stay rooted to the ground in order to fight past it. Toxicity is widely attributed to the challenges of distributing aid across an active military while maintaining quality ingredients. This consumable's effect increases strength, you know, as its user gain power. Right. So this thing basically... Right, it gives a ton of protection. Let's give it to that guy, to Barrack. Barrack could use that. Alright. Let's continue on to the Scarlet Chorus camp. I don't know exactly how long we've been at this yet. I think we might be like 25 minutes. So we'll go a little bit longer. Or you know what? We could do we could end this episode here and continue on to the Scarlet Camp and try to do the whole of the Scarlet Chorus camp in one sitting. But no. We won't do that. Jeez, alright. We'll try to...
Can't do that.
We'll poke around a little bit. See. A rotting body bearing the Scarlet Chorus war paint is skewed upon a wooden pike. Really? One of their own. Take another step and I'll pin your foot in the dirt. And what does he say? He doesn't have anything to say. Alright. Quiet Shiv. It proves everything. The warrior slams her fists together in a resounding clap. Like, for instance, whether or not you're fit to lead that flock of children. Behind her, the members of her gang posture with weapons held at the ready. Did you not hear the news of the edict? This is a foolish distraction. We ought to be saving our fight for the enemy. The chorus warrior looks at his gang, giving them a quick nod. He's right. The edict will kill us all if Ascension Hall is not taken soon. Well, until Fifth Eye starts the mustering chant, we ain't got nowhere to be. She gestures to the gang across from her. Now's your chance to have it out before things get serious. What's the problem here? No problem, Lord Binder. She tosses her blade in the air, catching it with a smile on the way down. Captain Fuckwit here. Seems like he's about to balk from this challenge. I think it's just because he's used to run a ship. He's qualified to run a gang. Right, thinks just because he used to run a ship he's qualified to run a gang. Just spits on the ground, looking up with a scowl. So I'm calling him out. Because the way I see it, his warriors ought to follow me, not this new blood. Captain Fuckwit was my father. Fuckwit'll do just fine. The warrior points at the opposing gang. If we have to prove our strength, we'll do so happily. But I'll have your hands and feet removed from the rest of you. And the rest of you kept for my own use. Oh shit, that's nasty. Ugh. Yeah, listen, this is fucking foolish. Stop it. Excuse me? She widens her eyes in shock. This is our way, Fatebinder. And you have no right to stop us. We're not harming anyone outside the chorus. I don't know who you are, but I don't need your help. He looks back at his gang. I think we can handle this ourselves just fine. Alright. I can beat him bloody. Then I'll settle it with strength. I don't know. I think, listen, bickering amongst yourselves costs us the war effort as a whole. It does affect the others outside the chorus. Yeah, that's definitely Roland's opinion on this. Favor with Tunon, right. Gang leader spits on her knife for a moment as her answer balances on the edge. Fine. With her answer, she flicks her knife to the ground and walks away. A spiteful glare casts in your direction. Good. Fucking bastards. What, you expect my thanks? No. I didn't expect your thanks, you piece of shit. These are chorus grounds, state your business or get lost. The guard places her hands by her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of a blade. Past this point is chorus territory, and you don't look like someone's conscript. You're sure you're in the right place? I am Roland, Fatebinder of Tunon. I am here to vanquish the Oathbreakers. You know, I think I was told to expect somebody, but you seem too ugly to be him. Her lips crumple into a smirk. Why exactly should I let you in? And more importantly, what's this hunking ton of iron doing here? She gestures at Barak with a sneer. Shoot this. Well, if I step in close and push her down, at least I'm speaking her language, right? I mean, get the point across? I don't have time for this bullshit. Right. Before she can draw her blade, you advance, place your boot behind hers, and give her a swift shove on the shoulder. Caught off balance, she tumbles backwards, triggering an outburst of laughter in the other guard. I can't believe you sassed the Fatebinder. You're such a stupid ponce. Didn't I tell you we had a special guest coming? The guard waves at you with a smile. Come on in, and don't let the ninny shitters in camp give you any guff. Damn right. Damn fucking straight. We'll leave that for later. Snigler Dagos. I think we want Crimson Spear gauntlets. Heavy armor. Hold on. Let's give that over there for now. It's Reg and Boz. These are the trainers in this camp.
I can't.
But I think I want to just go through and loot. Shattered glass vial. Smells of leather oil. Smells of leather oil waft from this broken vial. While useless as a container, broken glassware is often recycled into peasant jewelry or crushed up and baked into food to surreptitiously kill dinner guests. This glass can be sold to a merchant as spare parts. Alright.
Can't do that.
Here's something. A bronze great axe. That's two-handed. Hold on. Great axes are fucking awesome. So I might want to wear that. Here's some more loot. More water. I don't know if you can do any alchemy in this game.
I can't.
Ah, shit.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Ha! Ha ha! That's not cool. Maybe Boz and Reg can teach some subterfuge.
Sorry, I can't.
Here's something. 37. Oh! Woo! Found some hidden
odd?
shit. More rot spear. Nice.
It's all in the reflexes.
Yeah. Alright, we're at least gaining subterfuge skill. If nothing else. More shattered glass vials. Battle plans are scribbled over a blood-stained map with the tears. Arrows point towards the inner ring of the Vendrian's Val Valley, and small circles are drawn around the citadel.
Sorry, I can't.
Spell Barrel is full of murky red water. Several severed limbs bob under the greasy soup skin. Ugh, I wish I hadn't read that. Okay, I'm good. These arrows are splintered. They're fletching mottled. These were likely pulled from corpses. You know what? I'm just gonna not examine anything else in this camp. 47. Let's see here. C? No. U? Here we go. 39 subterfuge. Alright.
I got it.
There's the fifth eye. Suppose we want to speak to him, but I think we'll do that next time. I think we're about half an hour now, which should be fine. So yeah, thank you for watching another episode of Let's Play Tyranny. Next time we'll finish talking to everybody in the Scarlet Chorus camp, and I believe there's a quest here for us to pick up, and yeah, maybe some other shit too. So yeah, see you then.